Hello, Cdrama lovers. Welcome back to K-pop Crackhead, your favorite channel where we dive deep into the hidden emotions, quiet glances, and untold stories behind China's most beloved stars. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because sometimes what happens behind the camera is far more breathtaking than what we see on screen. They met in a world built on scripts and lights, yet something about the way Zhang Linghe looked at Zhao Jinmai never seemed rehearsed. Their story didn't begin with fireworks or grand declarations. It started with silence, the kind of quiet understanding that blooms only between two souls who recognize something familiar in each other. When The Princess Royal first aired, audiences immediately fell in love with the way their eyes met. It wasn't just performance, it felt like discovery. Viewers saw a spark that no screenwriter could have written, a connection that seemed to exist long before the director called action. Zhao Jinmai, elegant yet grounded, has always been known for her maturity beyond her years. Zhang Linghe, calm and thoughtful, carried an energy that balanced hers perfectly, like sunlight meeting still water. On set, their chemistry was effortless. Crew members whispered that they rarely needed multiple takes because their reactions were so genuine and spontaneous. "It's not acting," one of them said. "It's real-time connection." When The Princess Royal ended, fans thought their story was over. But fate clearly had other plans. The announcement of their reunion in our generation sent ripples across the fandom. Social media exploded with messages like, "The royal couple is back," and "The universe heard us." Fans were convinced destiny had written another chapter for them, this time in real life. At the first press conference for our generation, Zhang Linghe stood slightly behind Zhao Jinmai, his gaze steady, protective. Cameras caught the smallest gestures, his hand guiding her up the stage steps, his eyes following her whenever she spoke. Those subtle moments became viral clips. Fans slowed them down, dissected every frame, convinced that hidden feelings were being quietly revealed. Then came the interview that changed everything. A reporter asked Zhang Linghe what kind of person Zhao Jinmai was behind the camera. He paused for a moment, then smiled, a soft, genuine smile, the kind that only appears when the heart remembers something tender. "She's focused and kind," he said slowly. "But what surprises me most is how thoughtful she is. She notices small things, like when someone's tired or quiet. She doesn't say much, but she always understands." That one answer set off a storm. Fans flooded Weibo with comments like, "That's not an actor talking about his co-star. That's a man describing someone he truly sees." Overnight, Zhang Linghe's name trended alongside Zhao Jinmai's. Fan edits used his voice with soft background music, hearts glowing across the screen. It wasn't a confession, but to fans it felt like one. People began revisiting behind-the-scenes clips. There was the moment when Zhao Jinmai tripped slightly and Zhang Linghe reached out instinctively, catching her before she fell. Another when she laughed too hard, and he couldn't stop smiling even after the camera cut. Tiny moments, yet fans saw eternity in them. As our generation aired, their on-screen chemistry grew deeper and even more mysterious. The way he looked at her didn't feel scripted. The way she smiled at him, even during heated argument scenes, felt too real. Viewers described it as love disguised as acting. Some swore their gazes lingered a second too long after cut. During a fan meeting, Zhang Linghe adjusted Zhao Jinmai's microphone cord when it tangled in her dress. Another time, he shielded her from the sun with his hand. At one red carpet event, he helped fix the strap of her gown, and she looked up with a shy, thankful smile that made the entire audience scream. Fans started calling them LingMai, a combination of their names that symbolized everything sweet, subtle, and possibly real. Then, one night, Zhang Linghe posted a photo of cherry blossoms with a simple caption, "Some things return every spring." In our generation, cherry blossoms symbolize Zhao Jinmai's character. Youth, memory, and unspoken affection. The fandom went wild. "He's talking about her," one fan wrote. Within hours, the post had tens of thousands of shares. Though Zhang Studio clarified that it was just a seasonal post, no one believed it. To fans, the timing and emotion behind the caption were too perfect to be coincidence. Fandom communities turned into detectives, comparing jewelry, matching time zones, even analyzing lighting and selfies to see if they were in the same place. One blurry photo claimed to show them leaving a recording studio together late at night, both wearing masks and caps. Some said it wasn't them. Others were certain. Regardless, the rumor only fueled the belief that Zhang Linghe and Zhao Jinmai shared something beyond the cameras. When asked again about Zhao Jinmai in a later interview, Zhang smiled softly and said, "She has a strong heart. She looks delicate, but she carries herself with quiet strength." To casual listeners, it was simple praise. But to longtime fans, it sounded like affection hidden in coded words. Zhao Jinmai, graceful as always, described Zhang as a reliable partner and someone I trust deeply during difficult scenes. Yet, whenever his name came up, her eyes softened in a way they didn't for others. She once mentioned, "He always makes the set feel safe." Fans replayed that line endlessly, convinced it meant something more. People on set described their bond as warm but quiet. They weren't loud or playful like many co-stars, but there was an intimacy in their silence, like a private language only they understood. Zhang often waited for Zhao to finish her scenes before leaving. Sometimes, he brought her warm tea during late-night shoots. When an anonymous staff member once posted that Zhang always waited until Zhao's van left before he did, fans went into meltdown. The post was deleted hours later, but screenshots lived forever. "He protects her," fans wrote. "That's not acting." What makes their story so fascinating isn't just the possibility of romance, it's the sincerity that radiates from their every interaction. In an industry full of publicity stunts, Zhang Linghe and Zhao Jinmai never played the fame game. They didn't flirt publicly, didn't tease each other online, didn't rely on viral drama. Everything between them felt restrained, hidden behind quiet smiles and lingering glances. That restraint made fans believe even more strongly that something real existed. Because love that's real doesn't need to be shouted. It hides, waiting to be found. When rumors reached their peak, Zhang's team released a calm statement. They are close colleagues who respect each other deeply. Zhao's studio echoed the same, asking fans to focus on their work. But words couldn't erase emotions already embedded in their performances, nor stop millions from seeing love where others saw none. In one of the final interviews for our generation, a journalist asked Zhang Linghe what he learned from working with Zhao Jinmai. He took a deep breath and said, "Sometimes the best connections don't need to be explained. They just happen."